The ancient city of Pompeii, established in 600 BC, lied next to one of the world's most dangerous volcanoes, Mount Vesuvius. Vesuvius being a complex stratovolcano due to its explosive eruptions as well as pyroclastic flows, served as a major threat to the people of this ancient civilization. In AD 79, the silent giant awoke and unleashed all of its volcanic power, which led to the ultimate destruction of the city. The volcanic material molded people and objects, preserving Pompeii for modern-day exploration on ancient Roman culture. This ancient civilization was located in the Campania region of Italy, 14 miles southeast of Naples at the southeastern base of Vesuvius. The town supported an estimated 10 to 20,000 inhabitants at the time of eruption. The city itself was shaped oddly because it was built on prehistoric lava flow. The walls were 2 miles in circumference and enclosed 163 acres. Pompeii flourished and was favored by Roman culture. The town was an important port on the Bay of Naples and was a prosperous trade center. The civilization was quite sophisticated with a huge variety of buildings within the town, ranging from shops, large villas, and a market hall to schools as well as theaters. Slave quarters were also within the city, accounting for a large section of the population. Mount Vesuvius gave off its first warning signs well before 79 AD, when a massive earthquake struck on the 5th of February 62 AD. The quake measured 7.5 on the Richter scale and devastated the city of Pompeii and other neighboring towns. The death toll leaped to thousands, and many decided to leave the city for good. The city recovered slowly with no knowledge of what was to come within the coming years. Being the only active volcano on mainland Europe, it has produced some of the continent's largest volcanic eruptions to date. Located on the west coast of Italy, it is part of the Campanian volcanic arc, and it sits near the city of Naples and overlooks the bay. The volcano's latest eruption occurred in 1944, but its most famous and widely known eruption is the cause of chaos for Pompeii. Plate tectonics can be thanked for the creation of this violently exploding volcano. Vesuvius sits above a subduction zone formed where the African plate sinks beneath Italy's Eurasian plate. Magma is created from the melting African plate, creating the large, violently explosive volcanoes of the Italian peninsula. Vesuvian eruptions, or Plinian-style eruptions, are named after Pliny the Younger, who witnessed the eruption event bring chaos onto Pompeii. Plinian eruptions create sustained eruptive columns which are powered upwards from the thrust of expanding gases, as well as convective forces that eject material at hundreds of meters per second. Some eruptions can reach heights of 45 kilometers. Eruptive columns produce widespread dispersed tephra, which will cover large areas with evenly distributed pumice and ash. These pumice-fall deposits are strongly associated with volatile, rich, acidic to rhyolitic lava, which causes these dormant volcanoes to build up and release these violent explosions. Collapses in eruptive columns generate very hot, pyroclastic flows that fly down the sides of the volcano at hurricane force speeds. The mix of this water with tephra causes volcanic mud flows, which are called lahars. Comparable to wet concrete, they can advance downwards at great speeds. Catastrophic devastation of Pompeii was associated to all of these volcanic phenomena. February 5th, 62 AD, earthquake hits Pompeii. The earthquake with an epicenter within Pompeii marked the awakening of Mount Vesuvius from its deep sleep. The tremors devastated infrastructure, collapsing public buildings, disrupting water supplies, and private homes getting demolished. The seismic event even created tsunami off the coast. Rebuilding began immediately, and 17 years later, Pompeii was still under construction. Morning of August 24th, 79 AD. The rise of the plume. After several small explosions, Vesuvius erupts, sending an immensely tall mushroom cloud of superheated gas and rock over 20 kilometers in the sky. The cloud blows southward, transforming the sky into darkness. Pliny the Younger was studying in his uncle's estate when his mother pointed out the event. Pliny stated, "Its general appearance can best be described as being like an umbrella pine, for it rose to a great height on a sort of trunk and then split off into branches." Pliny was looking at the initial eruption. Midday of August 24th, 79 AD. Shortly after the eruption, ash rains down. This being the early stage, fleeing was still an option. Some individuals fled, but many stayed in their homes, hoping for protection from the unknown. For those who stayed, witnessed a strange sight, ash falling on the streets of Pompeii, like snow, blanketing buildings in thick waves and causing temperatures to rise towards 300 Celsius. Afternoon of August 24th, 79 AD. Roman Navy attempts heroic rescue by sea. In Pliny the Younger's letters, he describes his uncle's attempt to save others from the eruption. His uncle, Pliny the Elder, was in the command of a fleet of ships in the Mediterranean, ordering them to assist in the missions to help towns along the coast. Pliny the Elder got closer and closer to the mountain, only to find rocks and pumice stones raining down on the ships. Soon after, large detritus fell at a rate of 6 inches per hour. After the gentle fall of ash, chunks of white pumice started falling on Pompeii. As deeper layers of the earth were thrown out, larger chunks of pumice, limestone, and lava fell. Night of August 24th, 79 AD. A pyroclastic flow is unleashed. The citizens of Pompeii who had not fled or perished from falling rock or collapsing buildings experienced the most terrifying event, the pyroclastic flow. The first flow struck around midnight and instantly wiped out anyone in Pompeii. August 25th, 79 AD. Final pyroclastic flows. Final pyroclastic flows demolished the city further. Ash, gases, and superheated air filled the city, leaving no hope for survival. Many did manage to escape and flee to other Roman settlements. In conclusion, contrary to popular beliefs, Pompeii was not untouched before discovery in 1748. Shortly after, Romans sacked the ruins, salvaging everything they could. The site was taken over by archaeologist Giuseppe Ferrelli in 1863. He is responsible for most of the archaeological data from Pompeii. This casting in time allowed for a multitude of information on ancient Roman culture to this day.